In the world of sports, legends don't just play, they redefine the game. Some play to win, while others create unforgettable moments. In the world of pool, one man didn't just play, he transformed it. Efren Bata Reyes, the magician. A mind sharper than any cue. A vision that no one else can see. A genius the world will never forget. He didn't just win, he inspired. He didn't just make history, he became a part of it. And this is Efren Reyes, the man many call the greatest pool player of all time.
The greatest player in the history of pool.
A Hall of Famer, Efren, the Magician Reyes!
Efren Reyes was born in 1954 in Pampanga, Philippines. This place would unknowingly nurture the early beginnings of a legend. From a very young age, Efren was not merely familiar with the pool table, he practically lived with it. Inside his uncle's pool hall in Manila, he spent his nights sleeping on the very tables he would one day master and his days meticulously cleaning them, absorbing the game's subtleties long before he fully understood their significance. So small in stature, Efren often had to stand on crates to reach certain shots. Yet this physical limitation never held him back, instead, it honed his creativity, patience, and adaptability. Affectionately known as Bata, or the Kid, he was unknowingly laying the foundation for a future that would transform the world of pool. Even as a child, he could see shots no one else could envision. This early glimpse into his extraordinary vision foreshadowed a career that would carry him from a humble pool hall in Manila to the heights of global pool greatness, forever changing the game he loved. In the Philippines, Efren Reyes' talent spread like wildfire, a man seemingly impossible to beat. But the pool was far from glamorous. To survive and test his limits, the young Efren ventured into the shadows of money games, quietly moving across Manila and nearby provinces, winning in secret. By the 1980s, Efren had arrived in America, facing the world's top players. His unorthodox shots, pinpoint precision, and daring creativity earned him international championships and the legendary nickname, the Magician. When Efren Reyes first stepped onto the US stage, he concealed his identity, competing under the alias Cesar Morales. The move allowed him to play without expectation and test his skills against America's best. At Red's 9-Ball Open in Houston in 1985, Morales stunned the field, defeating top players and winning the tournament. Only after claiming victory did he reveal himself as Efren Reyes, leaving the crowd in awe. This audacious strategy showcased more than his skill. It revealed his cleverness, humility, and deep understanding of the game's psychological side. The alias added to his mystique, helping forge the legend of a player who would forever be known as the Magician.
Look at that shot. Wow. Look at that.
Efren Reyes finally stepped onto the world stage, and with his arrival came a quiet shock that rippled across the international pool community. For years, players had heard the rumors, tales of a soft-spoken Filipino who played with impossible creativity, who bent angles and invented shots no one had seen before. Many dismissed these stories as exaggeration, the kind of myth-making that thrives in smoky pool halls. But the moment Reyes picked up his cue under the bright lights of global competition, the truth became undeniable. The stories were not only true, they were understated. Here was a man whose calm smile hid a mind operating on another level, a player who saw the table like a grandmaster sees a chessboard. He didn't just execute shots, he reimagined what was possible.
Look at this. Look at this. Played both. He played both.
The world discovered not merely a talented competitor but a quiet genius whose brilliance would redefine the sport forever. In 1995, in a tense Hill showdown against Earl Strickland, Efren Reyes found himself in a position most players would consider hopeless.
If he pockets the bank, he'll have the 6 to shoot. Well, no, he didn't. Watch the 8. Watch the 8. Oh, my goodness. Strickland said, oh, you can have that ball.
The cue ball was locked in a corner, behind the 6 ball. The table offers no clear shot and no easy escape. To any ordinary player, it was a moment of resignation, a situation where you play safe, hope for a mistake, or accept that the odds have turned against you. But Efren was no ordinary player. Where others saw a dead end, he saw geometry. Where others felt pressure, he found clarity. His mind worked like an artist studying a canvas, mapping out possibilities invisible to everyone else.
In other words, going to the left-hand cushion, just missing the 7 ball. He's going twice. I don't like this shot because you don't get no movement, like you said, and you might miss this ball.
And then he saw it. A kick, and a razor-precise Z-path across the felt. The crowd held its breath as he leaned over the table, eyes calm, hands steady. In one smooth, deliberate stroke, he sent the cue ball traveling exactly as he envisioned, touching each rail, carving the impossible angle, and sending the object ball into the pocket as if the table itself had obeyed him. For a moment, there was silence, then the crowd went wild. Everyone could not believe what Efren had just accomplished. The arena erupted as everyone watched in disbelief. It was in that moment that the iconic Z shot appeared, instantly hailed as the greatest shot in the history of pool.
Put the camera on Earl. Yeah, Earl's even clapping on that shot. Earl Strickland. I don't believe it. Sport fans, you have seen everything. What a shot. Oh, my. Not yet, though. I've seen funny things happen. And he's following a little. Here, I think this is perfect. That's it. He's home. He's home. What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. Couldn't get no better, man. No wonder you asked me to do this. What a finish. And I really have to commend Earl for his sportsmanship there. This is Hill in a race to 13. Don't get no better than this. Look at this. He hits it perfect. Oh, my goodness. What a shot, and what a time to come with a shot like that.
In the 1996 The Color of Money match, Efren Bata Reyes faced Earl Strickland and fell behind early. Strickland dominated, but Reyes, calm and visionary, mounted an incredible comeback. Down by multiple racks, he fought through a grueling 17-rack turnaround, making seemingly impossible shots. One by one, he overtook Strickland, thrilling the crowd and claiming a victory that remains one of pool's most legendary comebacks.
Efren Reyes wins it. He wins it.
In July 1999, Efren Reyes captured the World Pool Championship in Cardiff, Wales, defeating Chong Hao Ping 17-8 in the final. This victory made him the first Filipino to win the prestigious 9-ball world title, solidifying his legacy on the global stage.
Singles for the biggest prize in the game. Oh, brilliant shot! How's he? For the title, world champion, he's the king of the 9-ball ring, Efren Bata Reyes.
Champion, the Magician Efren Bata Reyes. The greatest player in the history of pool. The Magician Efren Bata Reyes.
Efren Reyes didn't just win, he dominated. In the 2005 IPT King of the Hill 8-ball final, he dismantled Mike Siegel, taking the first set 8-0 and closing out the second 8-5 to claim the $200,000 top prize. Every shot, every angle perfectly executed. A master at work.
This is
Magician.
he doesn't have it.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. The pool gods.
Harry Houdini has taken notice from another world because this magician has quite an act.
A year later, Reyes raised the stakes even higher. Facing Rodney Morris in the 2006 IPT World Open 8-Ball Championship Final, he delivered a performance for the ages. Winning the race to 8 match and securing the largest prize in pool history at that time. Even under the harshest pressure, Reyes showed once again why no one plays the game quite like he does.
This was good to watch, left-handed as well. Perfect contact. Well.
Yeah! It's there!
Efren Reyes and his longtime friend and fellow legend Francisco Django Bustamante left an indelible mark on Philippine pool by winning the inaugural World Cup of Pool in 2006, defeating the U.S. duo of Earl Strickland and Rodney Morris 13-5. They reclaimed the title in 2009 with a thrilling comeback against Ralf Suke and Thorsten Hohmann of Germany, 11-9, solidifying their reputation as one of the best doubles pairings in the sport. There have been countless champions in the world of pool, but Efren Reyes stands alone, across 9-ball, 8-ball, rotation, 1-pocket, carom, and more. He has mastered them all. He became the first player in history to win world titles in 2 different disciplines. Over 100 international titles. 14 championships at the Derby City Classic, the toughest tournament on earth. The numbers are staggering. Yet they tell only part of the story.
What a nice shot. Yeah, nice shot.
1、2、3。哎呦！ Wow!
In 2003, he became the first Asian to be inducted into the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame, followed by recognition from the One Pocket Hall of Fame in 2004.
It might be real close. It's close.
In 2024, he was also named an inaugural inductee of the World Billiards Hall of Fame. With over 100 professional tournament victories, Reyes' skill, creativity, and impact on the game have cemented his legacy as a true legend of pool. Efren also carried the Philippine flag with pride in the SEA Games and Asian Games, collecting gold, silver, and bronze medals across multiple Q disciplines. But these victories were more than achievements. They were proof that a kid from a humble pool hall in Pampanga could rise to the highest levels of competition and outplay the continent's best. With every win, he strengthened his legacy as Asia's greatest Q artist and a national treasure, representing the Philippines with unmatched skill, quiet humility, and timeless magic.
Oh boy, did he kick that.
Because numbers alone do not make a goat, what truly sets Efren apart is not just his skill, but his mind, his vision, his creativity, his ability to see opportunities where others see dead ends.
He just nasty kicked.
Efren doesn't just play the game, he reinvents it with every shot, blending strategy, finesse, and intuition in ways no one else can.
Shrugged him and threw his hands a little bit there. Yeah, and shrugged his shoulders and threw his hands.
Watch the 9. Now, is he going to be lucky?
At 6.
Look at the 9! Look at the 9!
What a shot!
how do you continue to do these things?
Maybe I get lucky.
Efren is one of the humblest players in the sport. No matter how impressive his shots were, he would smile and say, "I got lucky," a sign of his trademark modesty that everyone knew wasn't entirely true. He consistently praised his opponents and never boasted about his talents. Even with his global fame, he remained grounded. His humility became a testament to his greatness, a champion who allowed his actions to speak louder than his words. In 2003, Efren's fame reached beyond sports when he was invited to star in a film with Fernando Poe Jr., the king of Philippine movies. It was a rare meeting of two legends, FPJ in cinema and Efren in sports, showing just how far his greatness had taken him. Efren Reyes is a name recognized worldwide. Despite his fame, he has remained true to himself, humble, kind, and proudly Filipino. From the streets of Manila to the bright lights of Las Vegas, and from local pool halls to the grandest international arenas, he has always carried himself with unwavering dignity. People excitedly wave when he smiles, opponents chuckle at his gentle jokes, and fans everywhere admire not only his skill but also his character.
There's no way to control the white. He's going to run and run and run. Now he's going to miss this shot and...
He never boasts or seeks the spotlight. His talent speaks for itself. To the world, he is a legend, respected by both peers and spectators. To his country, he is a hero and a symbol of national pride. And to his fans, he is family, a man whose heart and talent have left an indelible mark far beyond the pool table.
Going to take everything that Reyes has under that helmet to be able to hit this one. The obvious escape, the two cushions, bottom, left. Can he get enough of the side cushion? They say he's the greatest kicker out of snookers to pot in the world. They say, right? What a shot! How do you reply to that?
Ask any pro, and they will say the same thing. There will never be another Efren. Not just because of what he won, but because of how he changed the way the world plays, thinks, and dreams about the game.
Ka-cluster ng mga bola. Oo. Mga kalakas sumargo, unless na makakaulog ka ng marami, talagang maraming obstacle, ano?
Kaya dito sa laro na tong rotate ng rack, nagtatagal eh. Dahil dito mo nakikita kung sino yung mas magaling dumepensa. King up. Oh, what a shot by Efren Bata Reyes. Oh, boy.
Champions win titles, but legends leave a legacy. Efren Bata Reyes will always be a legend.